Good morning, everybody. Today we are at the 4th Superboss event. I am with the best guys, Haas and Drez. They're up again today, driving this event. I appreciate these guys greatly. They went to bed quite late yesterday, probably close to like 2-3 a.m. their side, and they are running it again this morning. I see Gushy Pushy is lost, so I'll teleport him over here. And there he comes from the sky. Glitching out, but hopefully he'll participate in a second. So this is our 4th one. We'll have 2 more today, and that will round out our Super Boss event. In a couple hours, we'll turn on the XP event. We'll see if people are motivated to start making some new characters or finish off some existing ones. Hello, Heymoto. Good morning or good evening to you, wherever you may be. So I think I've been listening into the team as they've been running this. It's very coordinated. They're timing it so that here and in Breezy Hills that the mob count is about the same, so that nobody's left out. Let me hop over to Drez. I think he's running the Breezy crew. Yeah, here we go. Nice turnout again today. We've been getting like almost 400 people per Super Boss, which is very nice. And it's been a bit laggy sometimes. We've discovered that the effects, all these players hitting this mob, the effects are causing a little bit of client lag, a little bit of server lag. So once it dies, I'm at 30 frames right now. We got almost 14 kilobytes per second of data, which is a lot more than you would normally see playing the game normally. Once it dies, it just starts to go down, but it seems people are able to manage. We've seen like 200 or so jelly beans and chorpies, so it's been good. Oh, hey, me newbie. I was using a different name. I can't recognize you, sir. Minubi is quite infamous for his hardcore grinding and farming. I think he was probably the first this year to get the event set, the bling outfit and the moldies. Like I don't know how fast. It must have been a couple hours and he had the full thing, so I can always go back and check, but I'm pretty sure he was the first, yeah. Hello, Pauser TV. Welcome. So they just killed the jelly bean here, and they're on the chorpy. I'm gonna hop back to Haas, who's running the Elverloon group. Oh, never mind. Haas is running the Breezy group as well. So it must be on the event account. There we go. Uh-oh. A little bit of delay here. Seems like we got a few more people in Elverloon. I'm gonna hop onto our dashboard here and do a little refresh and see the numbers. Ooh, 4 hours for me newbie to get the event. That must be a record. Alright. Taking a look. Elverloon we have, I'm gonna find it in the big list. We have a lot of maps, surprisingly. For Elverloon. Alright, in Elverloon. Okay, my dashboard is not working. Let's refresh that. There we go. Yeah, there we go. There's the spike. We got 230 people in Elverloon right now. And let's check Breezy Hills. Breezy. Yeah, Breezy, we got 200. So we're looking at over 400 people a day. This might be our biggest turnout. Although the first day, the reason we're splitting it up like this, because on the first day we only had one location and we had, about 400 or more people show up in one spot, and unfortunately our server cannot handle that many people in one spot. Some areas we need to improve for that, but nonetheless, here we are. The team reminding everybody to make sure you have inventory space to get the loot. Just to remind everybody, there's different ways that the loot. See, we see low essence drop and jelly beans drop it. That means some people don't have space in their inventory. But there's 3 types of drops, the super boss drops. The first one is the traditional drop. When it dies, someone owns the boss, usually first hit, and only they can pick it up. That's how you get some of the wings and item mall kind of drops. The second kind of drops are free drops. So you see these grade 1 gems dropping, and then there'll be the super fighter suits and things like that. Those are free for all, so anybody can pick them up, and just got to be quick on the draw. Hopefully the lag the lag is not too much of a barrier. So the third type of drops are quest drops, or basically it will just appear straight in your inventory. And the way to get that is you just have to make sure just attack it. Just hit this mob a few times, make sure you do damage, and you'll get a roll on the random drops. So the rolls include little summon capsules, which you can't normally get in the game that easily. There's gem boxes, and then the most important is that's how you get the mount. Pauser says he couldn't pick up the fighter suit. I think the fighter suit is also on the regular drop table, so there's 2 ways it can drop. It just depends how it drops. We've got some feedback asking us to make these bigger. When we were testing, they looked pretty big because compared to 1 character, you know, it's quite large. But compared to 200 characters, yeah, it's a little bit hard to see, and with all the effects. So we'll definitely make these a little bit bigger for the next time. Yeah, I mean, Nubi, you won the fighter costume set. Yeah, and they kind of have nice stats. I don't know, I'd have to take a closer look to see how useful they are in like PvM or PvP, but they have some pretty nice base stats, like 10 int or 10 strength or something like that. We got Namin in game asking, oh, look at that, it dies and immediately everything is more responsive. Something for us to look into. Namin's asking when next PvP event is. I will reveal that it's something we've been talking about.
Well, we got XJam. What an honor, and you just take a screenshot of that.
Oh, I can't believe it. XJam is here. It's rare for us to catch XJam in game, except when he's testing something. So a pleasure for the team as well. And so rare that he wasn't even added to the Red Nim Games clan. I had to add him just now live on camera. And you know what? I guarantee you he's probably testing something right now. Testing the performance. I can almost guarantee it. Talk faster. It's been 6 months since the last PvP event. I think you'll like the next one, but you can bother Drezzy about the PvP event. He's the brainchild behind these events. Uh-oh, this Chorpy got the death bug, which we haven't fixed yet. People complaining a little bit about the event, yet they're still here participating. We've made some improvements to the Super Boss event so that everybody gets a drop. I agree, it could use more improvements, but I think it's a significant improvement from last time. Unfortunately, some players are a little bit less lucky, suffering from RNG, the negative effects of RNG. There was a mechanic we investigated. Some players reminded us that in in the last version there were these super medallions where everybody got a medallion, and in essence if you participate in an event you could get a medallion, and if you participated in enough of these you could get medallions and then exchange them for something. So we're gonna look into something like that. I think some people are just a little extra salty for not getting the mounts. Oh no, too bugged on my screen. Oh, I underestimated Hercules. He just wants a harder boss. So we do have a special hard boss that we were working on for this event, but unfortunately it didn't make it in time. But it will be there at a future time. Demon Evo is asking how many bosses. I think we try to get 10 in each location. Cherish asking for some wings. Yeah, Tagura. We have a special boss. I don't know if you're on the stream. Tagura is saying he wants a boss that can wipe out a whole party. We definitely have a boss in progress. I'm sure people will complain about this new super boss we're building. They're asking now for it to be harder, but once they experience him, we'll see if they've been asking, if they'll regret asking or not. Fortunately, like the way that some of the game files work, it's not so easy to do these things, and we kind of somehow we always seem to fall under time pressure, the events and the dates and things. So the reason a lot of these things come out the way they are is mostly time pressure. We got to get an update before an event or an update before a date, and so oh, I might have misstated something. I think it might not be 10. I'm listening to the team, and it might be a couple more left before we wrap up. Let's call X when Q. They've asked for a teleport so they could be here. They died, so not sure what killed them. Maybe the boss did. Breezy's done. Hold on, I need to respond to the team. 1 second. I don't know what Beto lazy means, but hopefully something nice. Yeah, some of these people I don't think are in here, but bro, so you know, some people are in the stream chatting. Nice. Yeah, I think we want to bring back the super medallion idea, because I personally hate RNG. As you come to like 3 super bosses, you kill 10 super bosses, and if you have bad luck, you can get nothing, right? But we can bring back this medallion system, and then that way if you attend enough of them you know, at least you can exchange them for something nice. So, you know, even like a super boss outfit. I think the NPC's still there, and you can trade it for some stuff, but we didn't make use of it this time. But we were implementing the new system. We're implementing the new system, so you know, we're gonna keep making improvements to the super bosses, make new super bosses, and I think we'd like to make this a more regular event. Waar zijn de bitterballen? They're all gone. I ate them. Oh, whoa, whoa. Fairies came on, my game glitched. Yeah. Everybody got flashbanged by the fairies.
I always love seeing a lot of people on these maps.
Yeah. Drez in the background just said he loves seeing people on these maps. Remember in the old days when we'd fight the Aqua King right here, fastest way to level up. It's nice to bring people back to these maps. I think the dedicated drops are good, which goes straight to your inventory. We did introduce the new mount, which was a lot of fun, and now that we've done it once, we can we'll add some more, improve the AI. As I said, we had a special super boss we wanted for today, but it didn't quite make the cut, you know. That we will reveal at a later time. Mimi Twitch drops. Yeah, you know, it's something we looked into. We just haven't had time to implement it properly. But Twitch drops would be a lot of fun. The XP rate will be increased by 30%. So there's two more super bosses, one in 5 hours and one in about 11 or 12 hours, and that will wrap it up. And I think we're gonna, for the last one, we're gonna do a little bit of a meme. We'll spawn a couple in Dodd, so that was fun. We did that last time and people were AoEing and killing each other fighting the boss. So this will be the last day of super bosses, because we had some crashes in the beginning. If we because we had, oh, there's a mount on the floor, there's a jelly bean. Because we had the crashes, we'll extend the premium event by like a day, so that people can keep the unlimited game energy and the remote storage. And interestingly, the feedback we're getting is people really like the remote storage. So we'll look into like making this potentially available all the time. I underestimated how convenient this remote storage is. Yeah, Kimchi's asking when will premium be available. Soon, TM. Hey, Moto's asking, how do we see people playing with all those stuff? I'm not sure. You mean there's too much going on the screen, or you mean like on the back end, how do we see people? Oh, someone got a full set of Super Fighter. Yeah, look, those pretty good stats. 10 strength, 10 con. Yeah, so we're planning to do a secret PvP event. Well, not secret, but we haven't revealed it yet. Coming up, but it's in the planning stages. And then we're gonna announce that when that's ready. I think players will like that one. It's gonna be a little bit different than the group ones we did last time, but we're figuring out the details. We also, for our Ko-Fi subscribers, we're gonna reveal something in our next update, which I'm writing up right now, which will regarding our offline vending. So it's we just entered testing on it, which is very exciting, and I'll share some more details with the Ko-Fi subscribers, but that will be a big game changer. Do a little expose on how the new offline vending works, and it's completely different than offline vending that you might have experienced elsewhere. So perfect. Looks like we're wrapping up here. Last chance to ask any questions. We got a few today. Yesterday was a bit quiet. Happy to chit chat a little bit longer, but I think the event is over for right now. And then the next one is in about 5 hours. We try to spread them out for different time zones. And shout out to Haas and Drez, who have been available running the event, especially when it's at odd times for there. Also, Zern has been around as with me on the emotional support side. So Deem is asking fresh start servers when. We don't really have any goal to reset the server. That's not on our agenda. We have talked about if the game does get a lot larger than it is now. You know, this version is a lot different than Iros. Like, we might consider hosting an Iros one, but that's very slim. We're talking about it. We need a big enough population to have a big enough team to support something like that. That's not an easy project. So for now, we have our hands full running one server with content, things like that. No desire for two, and also we don't want to split up our community and that sort of thing. So for now, we're working now, and I have no desire to reset everyone's progress and force them to start over. Maybe one day. People keep throwing rubber duckies at me. It's very generous. I appreciate that. All 13 of these someone threw at me. I did not pick up a single one. Yeah, I mean, newbies asking about test server. You know, that conversation came up a couple weeks ago. We have a private test server for the team. We talked about how we could incorporate people to do tests for PvP, but it's tricky because you'd have to have a way for players to get items and put substats and things like that. So there might be a way where we could copy the database, so the test server you'd use your characters from the real game kind of thing. Again, it's something we talk about these things, but the logistics of these things, we have a small team and we try to prioritize as best as we can. Looks like some people are trying to pick up things. Oh, that jelly bean got picked up or despawned. Can I show you the Mastix mount? Do I even have the Mastix mount right now? I don't even have it on me right now. I only have this one. Let's see. Let me find the ID for the Mastix mount. 1103. There's some fancier mounts, but they are garnet, and I don't want to spoil them. He can show. He can reveal them. Just a little spoiler, but there's some fancier ones that I won't show because Don't wanna don't wanna ruin anything for the team. Oh, you on the Devourer one. So we're working on stuff. We have some. Oh, Drez. Yeah, see, Drez is already mad. I'm the king of spoiling things the team's working on. We have some interesting stuff coming down the pipeline. We just have to integrate it into the game, create the content. It just takes a little time. Working on the map editor so we can make the new dungeon. Actually recommended by a community member, a player, Heat Fist. I believe it was Heat Fist on the forum. We're taking inspiration from his Zatanna dungeon and working on that. It'll just take some time. It's in concepting stage right now, and we gotta fix up our map editor so we can build it up. And Snow, our artist, is working on light maps and things. So things are in progress. Just takes a bit of time. Yeah, Cherish. Cherish, as if we plan to allow players to design costumes. I think it would be really nice. We are still working on our tooling, so it's still a bit finicky. In terms of like, I don't know how people design costumes in the past, like, but we would like for players to be able to like test themselves in the game and use like a free tool like Blender rather than needing something like 3ds Max, which cost a fair bit of money. So we still have some edge cases to fix for people designing like armors and equipment. And once we iron those out, I think I'd love to allow players to experiment and make their own designs and things like that. I am a firm believer in allowing modding and that sort of thing. My wings are bugged with the anniversary costume. Oh yeah, you have no wings? We can look at that. Yeah, a few of the costumes, like they say who designed it. It's pretty cool. I don't think I have any right now that have that, but it'd be nice. I believe in modding. It's fun. It's a fun way to engage in a game, and that's actually how I started my career in programming. Should I admit it? Back in 2003 or 2004, I got into programming because I wanted to cheat in Rose Online, and then it ended up doing Half-Life 2 mods, and then going on from there. Back when Gamers Planet was around. I'm going for a ride. Where are we going, Battle Cleric? Alright, I'm gonna wrap up here. It's nice to chit chat, but we'll have another event soon. Go have breakfast for me, lunch for some of the rest of the team. Big shout out again for the team working odd hours and being available, and it's really appreciated. And hey, thanks to everybody showing up. Like, yeah, we got a little bit of complaints. I'll call it constructive feedback. We appreciate the feedback. You know, we keep trying to make everything better. That's our goal, to make the best version of Rose Online. And I love good feedback because it players tell us what they want, and we can work on something that they want. So on that note, I'm gonna sign off here. I'll AFK and see where I'll come check in a few hours where Battle Cleric decided to drop me off. Talk to you later. Bye bye.